No doubt you are the type of person who wants to enjoy life. And in order to do that, we need to have a certain degree of health. We can't be achy and sick and say, yes, I'm going to go run with my kids and everything's going to be fine, because we're going to be complaining so much. Our kids are going to tell us, please, mom, just sit. We also have to have good health in order to enjoy something as simple as having a meal, so that digestively we're not having issues and feeling worse afterwards. If I want to take a hike, I have to be able to have a certain energy and stamina to do it. And that's why I have various videos that talk about different ways to take care of our health, because I believe you are the type of person who is looking for ways to better your health. I believe you want to be proactive and take care of your health personally. I believe you no longer want to put this in the hands of other people, the medical profession, or a naturopath or a nutritionist, and say, hey, whatever you do or whatever you say, I'll do. I believe you're the type of person who wants to be empowered with knowledge that'll help you make your own decisions, because no one will take better care of your health than you. So let's talk about another issue which health-wise affects hundreds of thousands of people yearly. Every year, 700,000 operations take place to remove your gallbladder. That's how easy an organ we feel we can do without. That's how easily we think we can do without this organ. So it hurts, you have a pain, you have symptoms, which we'll talk about in a minute. Let's just pull it out. Now, why do I not want that to happen? Why do I not want to be in those 700,000 people who get to a point in life where, yes, please take away this gallbladder because I can't deal with it? Why? Well, first of all, because the gallbladder helps you with your digestion. The minute you eat, you start having this organ. Even before then, it begins to act so that it can help you digest, especially fats. So if you eat avocados, nuts, meats of any kind, chicken, turkey, you're going to have some degree of fat that your gallbladder needs to help digest. So it's a very important organ. In fact, when they remove it, you start having issues with the digestion of all those meals. And that's why people sometimes fluctuate between diarrhea and constipation after the removal of their gallbladder. So it's very important for digestion. What else? Well, it's very important to digest vitamins that are fat-soluble vitamins. Like what? Well, like vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. And you've heard of a lot of people who are deficient in vitamin D. Well, surely, even though this is not always, surely the people that are deficient in vitamin D, many of them will not have their gallbladder. It becomes more difficult to have a vitamin D imbalance when your gallbladder is not there. Now, that's not to say that everyone who is deficient in vitamin D doesn't have a gallbladder. Obviously not, because a lot of people are walking around with issues with their gallbladder, and they haven't had it removed yet, but the issues are there. And so they don't digest vitamin D well. And so that should light up a bulb in your mind, in your head, and say, oh, so in order to digest vitamin D, which I'm low in, when I go to the doctor, he always says that I test low in it, so I guess what I need is to have a good functioning gallbladder. Yes, and liver as well, because it's the storehouse for these vitamins. So I need to have my gallbladder for the benefit of my digestion, and because it's going to digest all these vitamins that I know I need, whether I'm taking them as a vitamin or whether I'm consuming plants that are high in these and I want to have the full benefit. Do you also know what else these vitamins are good for? They're good for your heart, for the health of your heart. So if you don't have a gallbladder that digests well these vitamins, then you're going to have heart issues. In fact, 700,000 people we mentioned have their gallbladder removed every year. Do you know how many heart attacks take place every year? 715,000. So 700,000 people have their gallbladder removed every year, and there are 715,000 heart attacks taking place. Do you think there's a connection, or is it a coincidence? There is a connection. So take care of your gallbladder, because once it's removed, the next step many times is heart issues. Now, how would I know if I'm having issues with my gallbladder? Well, one of the things right away that would indicate it is if you have pain in the gallbladder area. So my heart is on the left side. So the other side under my breast is where my liver is, and right below it is my gallbladder, almost kind of being covered a bit by the smushed by the liver. So gallbladder is in this area. So if I have pain in that direct area, or if I have pain in my shoulder or in my lower back, that would indicate that I have gallbladder issues, that they're beginning, that they're there, that they're a problem. If I eat foods high in fat or with fat and I feel bloated, indigestion, gas, that would be an indication as well. If accompanied with the indigestion, I also suffer from nausea and being nauseous and vomiting. That would be an indication. And of course, I'm talking about things that are recurrent, not, oh, I was sick today, I had that, oh my gosh, I must have gallbladder issues. No, it's if you're having this recurrently. If accompanied with your vomiting and I feel nauseous, you're running a fever, that would be a very good indication that you have gallbladder issues, and you may be having the other physical symptoms of where the pain is as well. If you have lost interest in eating, people that have gallbladder issues know that when they eat, they get nauseous and they start vomiting, and so now they're not interested in eating. It's like, yeah, I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat, so that would be an indication right there as well. If your urine is dark brown, so urine should be clear. If it's a little yellow, sometimes it's because we're having vitamins and they're being eliminated that way. But if it's brown, that would be an indication that I'm having gallbladder issues. If my skin starts to get a little yellow, pale and yellow, or the white of my eyes, the sclera, starts to get yellowish, that is another symptom that you're looking for. Bowel movements. If my bowel movements are not, they're usually a brownish color, lightish brown or dark brown. But if all of a sudden they become kind of yellowish or kind of whitish, that would indicate right away that something's already happening at a gallbladder, in your gallbladder. So think of all these symptoms, and sometimes don't even wait for them to occur because you want to take care of yourself. How can I do that? Well, one of the ways to take care of your gallbladder is by making sure that your intestines, that your colon is working properly. 3 bowel movements a day. And that's what Good Vibrations and Fast Track are going to help you do. The person who shared this video with you can explain exactly how to take these products, what you're looking for with fiber and something that helps move that fiber along. Is you're looking to actually make the colon always work, because that's the way gallstones are removed. So one of the issues you can be having with your gallbladder, whether you know it or not, are gallstones. All these symptoms we mentioned are indicative of something going on in the gallbladder, even gallstones. And how are these eliminated? And how do I ensure they don't get stuck? Well, I got to make sure my colon is working properly. So there's a big, huge reason to have that working correctly. Something that'll help with that cleanse as well is Soul Vital, because of the chlorophylls and the way it cleans the blood. Sometimes even taking more of these during the time that you are eliminating gallstones is real important as well, because it'll help you with the pain. Lemon added to your water is very important as well. So packets of this during the day and lemon juice made fresh is going to help. And the person who shared this video with you can definitely tell you how to prepare these drinks. Remember that it's a digestive issue. So you want to consider Vertizymes on an empty stomach at bedtime, because it's going to help your blood flow a little better. Less issues with the gallbladder having to work on digesting things and eliminating things at night. You want to make your body work less, and one of the ways to do it is to make sure that you don't have a lot of thingies floating in the blood and making your body work more. So Vertizymes actually is something I take at bedtime, 2 to 3 capsules a night. I actually take 3 to help ensure that my blood is cleansed and works better, aggravating my body less. This is another drink that's very important, because your gallbladder is a digestive organ. So you want to make sure your digestion and the way you balance your blood sugar is balanced is good. So you don't want to add more to your body as it detoxes from the gallbladder. So this is another drink. These are important drinks when you're talking about gallbladder issues or gallstones. And to move them along, So Clear SI is fantastic. This is the product that anything that's congested in the body, it's just going to move it right along. So think of these 2 products for the cleanse, 3 products for the cleanse, and these other 3 products to add to your routine. Think of them to help you stay healthy. And don't think of them only when you feel these symptoms we mentioned. Use them preventively. I use all these products preventively because I don't want to have problems with my gallbladder. So talk to the person who gave you this video to find out more information on how to change your eating habits, how to prepare these drinks, how to get going on a program. And that way you can make the personal decision to take care of your health and therefore enjoy life. Definitely.